Hey everybody, it's Jeremy. Welcome back to Tales of Arise. This is episode 2. Oh, you had to circle. Alright. Let's show on the road. Hit me with some more of that exposition. I'm actually pretty interested in the story so far. They've done a good job writing things out. Land of brimstone and swirling ash. Like the little bits of lore that they're dropping aren't just like shoveling lore down my throat. They're in conversation.
Glanamede Castle.
How things should be written.
Stronghold of Lord Balsef, self-imposed ruler of all Calaglia.
I've never seen it from this close before.
That's it, all right. And next to it are the gates of fire. Take a good long look while you still can. That wall is what we've come to tear down.
Why?
The only thing standing between us and freedom.
What's on the other side? I checked some of the negative reviews on Steam, and a few people mentioned the story was bad and very tropey. You don't see it? I mean, I'm sure the story is probably quite tropey, right? Because I mean, let's be honest, it's hard to make a mass-produced anime-style game these days without hitting on some tropes, but that doesn't mean that it can't be good. This is a fucking neato layout, though. Like, honestly, impressed by the world so far. Pretty cool. Less impressed with this whole ability to jump thing. We've done. I have the ability to jump, but in the first hour of the game, I have not really had anything I could
If you get
jump.
close to a Zoogle, they'll attack.
Okay. Making contact with an enemy icon will initiate a battle. Defeating all of the enemies in a given fight will... My god. A lot of stuff. 8 hours in and I've only found like 2 ledges that require jumping. Yeah, so that's kind of like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I like the freedom, but unless you're gonna do something with it. During combat, press select while in the menu to change your character's control mode. Semi-auto automatically moves until in attack range. Manual is full control, and auto fights based on set strategy. Semi-auto mode is designed for players who only wish to casually dabble in combat. Meanwhile, manual mode is for those seeking full control, while auto lets the game. So, I would prefer manual.
Don't go charging off like that. I'll run you through. Don't let them form a pack.
Here I come!
You're not giving up now, are you?
No, I refuse to let it end like this.
That's what I want to hear. Raise your sword.
Swallow blade! Take this!
There!
How's this?
Only getting started!
One final push.
Right.
Give them all we got.
Alright, Zephyr slaps. Good to know.
I'm sure I can put this to use.
Cool. Interesting notes. So it looks like there are no random battles, but do enemies regenerate? Do they respawn?
Don't fight any enemies you can otherwise avoid, all right?
Makes sense. If we try to take them all on, there'll be no end in sight.
You sure won't hear me complaining.
Respawn on reloading area? I'm definitely gonna fight that fucking thing, by the way.
What a weird stone.
I sense a strange power from it. We should gather as many as we can find.
I do like that I can just jump off ledges. That's really cool. revive bottle.
This is...
Seems you found something good.
Probably
Supplies
gonna
like
fight
that
this
are
thing,
valuable. Never overlook them.
Ooh, a level
Normally
9
I don't
golem.
pick on the weak.
Excited. I'm only
That's
getting
it.
started.
See ya.
Swallow blade.
Door.
Excited.
I'm not
Tunnel
done.
cannon.
Rising
Circle and bring them down.
I'm not done.
I'm on it. Slice.
Can't move.
All right, he's got that AOE.
I'll bring you
My
back
fam.
from death to
How's
this.
this? Had it coming. Talon sword. Tusk cannon.
Woof. You're certainly gonna
I
try.
won't
Hey,
rest until
hey.
I'm the best I
I
can be.
did it.
Still
It just
striving to be
didn't
on par with the
end
Lord?
super well.
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of
Happened to
your everyday.
you too, right? I was like, the first time I saw it swing, I was just thinking to myself, I was like, that's not gonna be good.
Let's stop a moment to catch our breath.
Campfire time.
But I've barely worked up a sweat.
Speak for yourself. What do you want, a medal? Doesn't look like we're being followed. Fail to grab these rare moments of quiet when you can. You'll end up regretting it later.
The boss.
Zephyr is definitely gonna die. Like, he's too knowledgeable, he's too cool, like, he's gonna die, otherwise he would be a character. Resting at a campfire will restore your party's HP and CP. While resting, you can watch skits and cutscenes that you previously viewed.
Zephyr, why aren't you concerned about who I am?
You feeling left out, son?
No, it's not that. But
You said you wanted to fight so that you can live a free man. At this point, that's all that matters. Even if it somehow turned out you were a Renin, it wouldn't be such a big deal.
Foreshadowing.
a Renin.
Until we know who you are, we can't rule anything out. Besides, we've already got Shion with us. At this point, what's one more Renin as long as they're on our side?
So you don't see every Renin as an enemy?
Why would I?
Our goal isn't to hunt down and kill all Renins. We only arm ourselves as much as we need to set ourselves free. If you can believe it, not every Danon agrees with what we're doing either.
Are you saying we have enemies among the Danons?
Not quite. They're just not up for rebelling, per se. The thing you have to remember is that everyone has their own path to walk.
I'm not sure I understand.
That's okay. Just focus on what we have to do right now. However, the time will come when you'll need to decide what to do for yourself.
Reminisce? What?
How come you don't have a scar on your hand?
A scar? What
Because
do you
he's
mean?
Renin.
The Crimson Crows all tore off their own spirit cores, right? But your hand doesn't show any signs of ever having a core like theirs. Why not?
I don't know. I don't remember anything about myself from before Doc found me.
Seriously? You have that mask, you don't feel any pain, and you just happen to know how to fight with a sword? No way. You must remember something.
I'm not lying if that's what you think. Believe me, I wish I knew who the hell I am. But I don't. It's funny how I didn't have any time for soul searching while digging up rocks in a mine.
Still,
Are you saying you've told us everything about yourself?
Zephyr,
It's bad manners to pry when you've got plenty to hide yourself.
Ooh. That shut her up
you're
real
not
quick,
gonna ask
didn't
me
it?
about my past too?
Only when I think it's necessary. You're a real man of mystery, I'll admit. That said, I'm not one to dig around in someone's business just out of curiosity. If you remember something and feel like sharing, you're free to do so. For now,
I totally think about
I
your
think that's
business
good enough.
because I'm curious. I'm a very
Right.
curious person.
Thank you.
Unflinching iron. Okay, we're definitely getting into that scenario of
so
too many
this whole
skits.
you not feeling pain thing, is that for real?
Why would I lie about it? And why would you care anyway?
No, it's just, you know, I can't imagine what it's like,
I touched your
that's
tongue.
all.
As a slave, I'd say it has its advantages and disadvantages.
I touched your tongue,
Oh?
Odie boy.
On the upside, when Renan soldiers push me around, I hardly flinch. The downside's that I get injured without even noticing. Which means I could be knocking on death's door and not even realize it.
Really?
Sure. I may be numb to pain, but it doesn't make me immortal or anything.
Looking at Odie boy.
Still, I wouldn't have noticed
Good
any
sleep.
of this if someone hadn't pointed it out to me. If not for my fellow slaves, I'd be long dead, lying in a ditch somewhere.
Alright. Reminisce. Okay, so you can see all of... Ooh, even cinematics. That's cool. Nice. I like that. I like that. That's cool. Display party status. Okay. Menu. Alright, cool. Rest. It is somewhat annoying that there is a little ad for
Mastercore, huh?
DLC.
Now I see. So that's why Balsev's cronies were so desperate to catch her.
Is that what it's called? The
I
jeweler
mean, come on.
chest?
Like, I spent $60 on your game. Don't, like...
Oh, right.
You want to
don't
make
remember a
DLC
damn
for it?
thing,
Fine,
do
make
ya?
DLC for it. But don't pester me
Fair enough.
with
Guess it's time to fill you back
ads
in.
for DLC for it.
Tell me, you ever wonder why we Danans are made to work ourselves to the bone, day
Aha,
in,
here
day
we go.
out?
Well, when you put it like that, I always just assumed we were mining resources for them.
And don't you think it'd be quicker if they used all that high-powered tech they have? Why go to all the trouble of relying on weak human labor? Listen, what the Renans are really after isn't resources or minerals.
Gotcha.
It's astral energy. They're harvesting the astral energy that sleeps inside all matter in life forms. And they're doing it the same way they have for the past 300 years, using us Danans as mere siphons.
Right. They have machines for minerals, but extracting from Danans requires spirit cores. Any astral energy collected passes through a spirit vessel on its way to being stored in a master core.
A master core that you just happen to have.
But why go to the trouble of collecting all this energy in the first place? Do they really need all that juice just to use astral arts?
It determines the sovereign.
Sovereign? Is that the Renan ruler?
Like a...
Exactly. 5 lords, each doing whatever it takes to gather as much astral energy as they can and store it in their master cores. Whichever of them manages to accumulate the most power at the end of their contest is crowned the ruler of the Renan motherland. A new crown contest, as they call it, is held every decade or so.
Bean.
So you see,
The
the
Bean
Master
Boys.
Cores are the receptacles in which the Lords store their power. And we Danans are sacrificed, so the Renans can choose their new ruler.
That's insane! You're telling me that's what our people have been dying for this whole time?
Relax, hero. You're not the only one who's bent out of shape about the whole thing. There are 2 things that I haven't been able to get my head around yet. What business would a Renan have stealing a Master Core? And what's the deal with that blazing sword?
I have Biscoff cookies.
I think the sword is a physical
the,
manifestation
airline
of the
still?
Master Core's astral energy. As
But
for
they're
why it took
broken?
the shape of a sword, well, I don't know any more than you do.
They are broken.
Honest.
And that stuff about needing your permission to use it? What was that about?
I'm the only one of us who can control the Master Core to some extent. Without me to adjust the flow of astral energy, the sword can't take a physical form.
What do you want out of this? You may be one of them, but you don't strike me as the ruthless oppressor type.
I'm going to take down all of the lords.
Oh my. She's a revenge girl. Gotcha.
Never thought I'd say this, but I like the cut of your jib, Renan. Very well. As
I want to
far
see
as
this
we're
glowing
concerned,
eye
the
thing.
struggle
Like, we haven't
continues
seen
either
her
way.
eyes
And
glow.
with that sword on our side, our chances of victory just
Her eyes
increased.
just look like normal
That
eyes,
is,
but they're
of
blue.
course, assuming we can count the two of you in.
Fine by me. After all, it sounds like we're after the same thing anyway.
Taking down the lords.
Honestly, I'm still a little confused by all this. But if it's a choice between this or going back to being a slave, then I choose to fight.
He chooses to fight.
Then it's settled. Together we'll overthrow the Renan lords. And first up on that chopping block is Balsef, the wild beast. Sound good?
Sure. Sounds dope. Let's do it. Oh, that's creepy.
I've gotta hurry.
Do you have to hurry? Very curious. Nice little flourish there at the end of the rest.
We
Oh,
have another
shit.
secret hideout in Ulzebek, not far from here. We should be able to meet up with our comrades there.
Cut it out. Didn't anyone ever tell you it's rude to stare?
I know I already asked you this, but are you sure we haven't met somewhere before?
What's so hard to understand? I'm Renan, you're Danon. There's no way. Besides,
You don't know my life?
I'm from Lenegus. Trust me, wherever you were before you lost your memory, we've never crossed paths.
Lenegus? You mean the
Anybody
same
willing
Lenegus
to
that's
bet
up in
that
the
we've
sky?
definitely crossed paths?
I've heard it called the Renan's Castle, but I never imagined people actually lived up there.
Well then, where did you think we all lived? Didn't you see the Renan lords descend for the crown contest?
And how long ago was that?
Well, the current contest started 7 years ago, so...
Then I wouldn't remember.
Just how far back do you remember?
About a year, give or take. That's how long ago
About a
Doc found me.
year.
1 year. Then no. I'm sorry, but there really is no way we could have met.
Guess not.
We've totally met. We've absolutely
I
met.
hate camping out.
I'm willing to guarantee that we have met. Antidote rock. Oh wait, this is the way we came. Can we fight this thing again? Oh, we can totally fight this thing
Take
again.
you all on.
Mega Ray!
I'll run you through. See ya. Take this. Talon. Move. Gate. Touch cannon. Swallow blade. Take this. Rising wyvern. How's this? See ya. Swallow blade. Here I come.
Nice.
I'm sure I can put this to use.
Does shit respawn? Does not look like it. Or if it does respawn, it does not. It doesn't respawn just on like a rest timer or anything like that. Which is fine. Cool. Resources respawn, but they're on their own timer. Gotcha. Sounds cool.
We're so high up.
We should be
Wheat.
able to eat this. Whenever you find some, make sure to grab it.
It's edible.
Nice.
Good to know.
Definitely.
Guess I misread the landing.
Okay, but it didn't hurt us, and that is the important thing. Oh. Oh, hey, I can swim. And I can fish with my body. Sage. Oh, shit. $50. Dazam. I wonder if attribute boosting is super limited in this game. As someone who loves to buy ingredients for cooking, you'll be glad to know that you can buy up to 99 of each ingredient. That is awesome. Alright. I am glad to hear that. Bodie boy, odie bodie 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 boy. And I need the odie bodie. Apple gel.
That is one enormous stray.
I don't think we can take it right now.
They are very hard to fight, but you get rare items. Oh no. By the way, don't get used to the background when you open the menu. It changes as you hit major events in the game. Oh yeah? Neat.
We've almost made it to Ulzebek.
Alright, let's do it. We're gonna die to this thing real quick. That big guy's like level 48? Alright, good to know. Let's go die to him real fast.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle if I...
You'd what? You'd steer clear? Steer clear? Nah.
Don't get careless!
Nah.
I'm on it.
Yeah.
Talent, dig deep, brothers. Try harder. I'm on it. Here I come.
Ooh. That's very, very little damage. Right.
Here I go.
Here I come. It's over.
Mega ray.
Here I come.
One more. Mega ray.
Swallow blade.
We can totally do this.
Slash.
Mega ray.
Take this. You're finished.
There. Got you. Mega ray.
Swallow blade. You're mine. It's over. Slash.
It's gonna be a long night. Oh, never mind. He charges. Okay. All right. He gets bored fucking around eventually. Good to know.
Take this.
Is this?
No.
Is that glowy spot a fucking a weak point?
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation.
Not done yet.
It's over.
You'll pay for that. Slash. Rising wyvern. You're mine. Swallow blade. Here I come. Swallow blade. You're mine. It's over. Mirage.
I feel like I could totally do this at like level 10 or something like that, you know? Like, definitely not right now, but if I could get to the point to where wow, it just slaps you out with shitty CP.
I can't believe this.
Well, fuck that. But I totally feel like we could come back in just a couple levels and do that. If we could get up to the point to where we're doing, you know, a little bit more damage than like 1 to 3, then I feel like we got it.
I'll take you all on.
There, go! Mega ray!
I'll run you through. See ya. Don't go charging off like that. Guess we gotta roll with it. Coming. Talon Storm.
Who wants to die next? Mega ray!
I'm on it. Rising Wyvern. Talon Storm.
There,
Mirage! You're mine!
That's fun.
Pathetic.
Look at this guy. A dog tail. Oh no. Oh no.
That's an unusual bird.
It's an owl. They're often used as a symbol to represent ancient Dana.
Thanks for the accessory I will probably never use. I am just not a fan of like accessorizing in games like this. Like attachments, a dog tail. Ooh, can I move it around or anything like that? Oh, I can change the color. Remove. Yeah. Perhaps not.
Normally I don't pick on the weak.
Take it! You're mine!
I'm on it.
Swallow blade!
Talon Storm.
I'm only getting
You're mine!
You're surrounded.
No
Just
escape!
stay calm.
Swallow blade! Rising Wyvern! I'm not done! Mirage! Swallow blade!
We turned the tables on him.
There's still more left.
Right. No time to hold back.
It's over! Swallow blade! I'm not done!
See ya.
Here, let me help.
Talon Storm.
Rising Wyvern!
Alright, cool.
I'm sure I can put this to use.
I feel like I'm getting an understanding what's going on.
What's this
Orange
thing?
gel. Come on.
Out of our way!
Swallow blade! I'm not done!
Starting!
Rising Wyvern! Here I come!
Storm.
Rising Wyvern! No escape!
Alright, so don't do
Swallow
the...
blade. Rising Wyvern!
Talon Storm.
You're finished! Mirage!
Don't do the up unless they break, basically.
Together. That
Because
wasn't even
you
a
can't
problem.
knock them up unless they're broken. Parallax Stone. Cool. I like it. I like it. I like it. We're acquiring... Ooh, got some frames there. Holy shit. What are you kitty cats doing? Kitties. Hey, hey, hey! That's not your hat. Hey, boyo! That's not your hat. Are you touching that? Don't be touching that.
Okay, people, this is it. Ulzebek.
No sign of any Renan guardsmen.
The Renans aren't as populous as the Danans. Probably figure stationing guards in a place like this would be a waste of precious manpower.
So this is where the next safe house is?
Yes. The last place they'd think to look for enemies is on their own doorstep.
That is, assuming anyone actually made it here before us.
Oh, boy! Oh, hey.
Looks like we needn't have worried. Come on.
It's what's his butt. Oh, boy. I love you. Don't touch my stuff. You're looking at my stuff. Don't touch my stuff. Don't touch it. Don't. I need to tape something hard over my reset button. So part of the problem is there's a reset button right here on my computer, and this motherfucker will press it. Alright. Chickens just laid their eggs. Those damn bright eyes, they took every last egg. I couldn't spare a single one. That's shitty. Sounds like there was an explosion along the tracks. Did the Crimson Crows cause that? Wasn't me. I hope those armored soldiers don't stick around here either. Leave us just like they did in Moscow. No jumping inside the house. Gotcha. What happened to you? Brother bit off more than he could chew. It's no use. I can't take on those bright eyes. Oh. You cowering. Oh, so you're the new recruit that Zephyr brought in, eh? Sure, yeah. Interesting. I didn't expect it to be the one and only Iron Mask of all people. Wow. Anyway, there's a lot I need to probably fill you in on. Is there anything you want to know? What is this place? This is Ulzebek. It's a Danan enclave, like plenty of others in this realm. Unlike Moscow, which is mainly a mining area, this place mostly produces food and other daily essentials. The Bright Eyes rarely show their faces here, which is why we've made it our headquarters. Anything else you want to know? What's the situation? Our friends have made it back from the old Zion mine. Unfortunately, not everyone made it out of there alive. We have to make sure their sacrifice won't be in vain. Am I really that famous? Why are you so surprised? Of course you're famous, tough guy. Hard for people not to notice you wearing that mask of yours. And, as if that's not enough, you're always going out of your way to help people and make life less miserable. No wonder people talk about you. Well, with that kind of reputation, I say you definitely belong with the Crimson Crows. Crimson Crows. I'm good. Wait, what? That last bit? Catch you around. Just look out for armored soldiers and Zoogles. Gotcha. I was like, what's up? What's up? I don't think that's gonna grow, y'all. That don't look too good. What's this?
Should this really be here?
I just walked my dirty ass feet into their well and stole an apple gel from it. Sitting around talking, we've got water to carry. All the Crimson Crow members, they're hurt. Bright Eyes must have got them. We're next. I don't know, Dad says the Bright Eyes can't afford to just kill their workers, but maybe they changed their mind. Well, you know. I can make just about anything. Food, clothing, furniture. Not that there's anything left to make things with. I wonder how much longer this fight will go on. There's so many Crimson Crows who've gotten injured and killed because of it. Just hope things don't get any worse. It sends chills down my spine thinking about what might happen if they manage to make the Renans any angrier. Yeah, well, you know. Like that. Careful if you choose to go out. There's a garrison of armored soldiers up ahead. Can I? Can I just go out? Is that an option? The inn. thinking of joining up with the Crimson Crows. You with them? What can you do? Your body is so weak. Ouch. I can still fight. I have to. For our kids, to give them a future. You gotta understand. I know, but... Oof. Shots fired. Oop. Well, he got over there. I feel gypped. Wastelands ahead are inhabited by nothing but Zoogles for miles. If you don't have any business out there, I'd say I'd stay far away. Maybe I want to hunt Zoogles. I can't hunt Zoogles? His injuries should heal eventually, and when they do, I'm getting sent back to Moscow. I doubt I'm going to make it out of there alive this time. Oof. Fucking oof, mate. On both supplies and manpower over here. Got no choice but to ask the Crimson Crows for help again. Here. Oh, okay, so we can climb up there. Understood. This old geezer. You telling me I shouldn't get involved with the Crimson Coal? Oh, no, sorry, that was the wrong person. And right I am. Back when I was your age, we had people who were doing the same things as them folks, and ain't nothing's changed. Nothing! If them bright eyes find out we've got a Crimson Crow hiding among us, you can be sure they'll be hell to pay for anyone to... Yeah, blah, blah, blah. She's right. They'll kill us all, each and every one of us. You know how they operate. Exactly. I'd give it a second thought before you do anything we all regret. Much as I hate to admit it, they're both right. I hate the Renan as much as anyone else, but trying to fight them is suicide. Only one way it's going to end for them Crimson Crows, and it ain't gonna be pretty. Give it up. It's hopeless against the Renans. Oof. Oof. All this dark talk just makes today's work that much harder to get through than it already is. Out on patrol on Zephyr's orders. You can never be too careful when dealing with Bright Eyes. If any of us sense even a whiff of trouble, all we have to do is give the signal and everyone can hide immediately. It's a decent thought process. After working with my hands all my life, I can't hardly see nothing with these old eyes anymore. Sounds like there's a bit of ruckus close by. Did something happen? I don't know what's going on around here. Don't make my life any harder, though. I don't give a hoot. Been a long and hard enough struggle to making it to this age as is. My creaky old body can't take much more. Go out with a fucking bang then, eh? The road over there leads to Iglia Wastes. Won't find any Renans since it's all just ruins and abandoned villages. But it's crawling with stray Zoogles, so be careful if you go over there. Good to know. Good to know. Odie's face right now. The boy? Oof, living in Calaglia all my life. I like to think I can take a little heat. This is really pushing it. Well, I've got to stay hydrated. Can't afford to collapse from heat stroke while looking out for Renans. Fair? Are you okay over there? Seems like there was a big commotion earlier, so I decided to hide in here and wait. It's finally safe for me to come out. Yeah, you're cowering at the wall. But stay vigilant for signs of armored soldiers. We can't have a repeat of what happened in the old Zion mine. Yeah, that didn't go well. Hey, my investigations are rewarded with scrap meat. What?
What's this thing?
All right. Rewarded, quotation marks. At least it's way easier getting down than it is getting up.
like we get to sleep with a roof over our heads.
Oh, Kodama Rose is already in full effect, my man. But I feel you. Ooh. Ooh, I saw something twinkle over there. What's that? Why was it? It's just particle effects. I don't know. What? What? What is this shit? I can't jump! This is Badongi. Don't have anything interesting to sell you all, but you're more than welcome to take a look and see what I've got. Scrap meat, carp, life bottle, and that is it. He was not fucking playing. Do we have anything to sell? Hard bone? I'm assuming everything here is like crafting stuff. Yeah. Gotcha. Cool. Yeah, for crafting accessories. Gotcha. Fair enough. These are rations we managed to swipe back from the Bright Eyes. You're welcome to have some. Just make sure they don't see you within them. Thanks, I'll be careful. My kids are starving over here. Somehow expect us to keep them fed with next to nothing. By all means, your kids are more than welcome to have them. Makes the risk we take getting these rations that much more worthwhile. Nate, I'm glad you're okay. Quick, get inside. Fine. Minerals are just for selling, and the game lets you know it before you commit. Gotcha. Good to know.
Zephyr, you made it! See? I told you there's no way Zephyr would have kicked the bucket.
Fine, you were right. So, what's the plan?
Well, we've got an ace up our sleeve, and the enemy's in disarray. I say we strike while the iron's hot.
So we're finally going head-to-head with Balsef.
That's right.
That
We can't
seems
afford to mess
ambitious.
this up. It's now or never.
Then now it is. We've all been waiting for this day for far too long.
Leave the plan to me. In the meantime...
Zephyr not going to call out that she was betting
you
on his
two
death?
need to do
I
something
mean,
about
you
your
know.
outfits.
Look, it is what it is. Why do we need... Look, our outfits are fine. We're, I'm blending
I have
in.
just the thing for your size. Stay right there, okay?
You're bullshit. You were not just carrying that around. They're gonna put her in some fancy schmancy dress.
Ta-da! I told you, it fits like a dream.
Ah. They put me in a fancy schmancy dress.
I'm afraid we don't have
Actually,
any Renin
that's pretty dope.
clothing. I could find you some Danon outfits. But something tells me you'd rather pass.
Is this really that important?
In case you need reminding, I'm here because our interests overlapped. Nothing more. At no point did I say I've given up being a Renin. Now,
Fair enough.
let's play nice. How about you ask Nate and see what he says? He's our one-stop shop for info around here. With any luck, he might just know something.
He might just have a Renin dress. Ocean blue battle garb. Ocean blue clothing received from Tilsa that was made by stitching together pieces of cloth that the Crimson Crows collected. Goodbye, Zephyr.
Try to be careful not to stand out too much. You're the only Renin around here, you know.
I know. I was just thinking about how communal it feels here, even though it's only supposed to be slave quarters.
Huh? Oh, yeah. When you put it like that, I guess it is different from heavily patrolled Mosgul. Were you expecting something more
Keep
depressing?
complaining about how she's going to get
It's
closed.
likely
What?
a sign that
For a full
Balsef
dungeon
doesn't
and
think
a
you guys
Renin
can do
dungeon?
anything to him.
Full dungeon in it.
What?
I mean,
if Balsef thought the
I don't
Crimson Crows
particularly
actually
care
posed a
how
threat
she
to him,
goes about
you'd
getting
figure he'd
clothes.
be
I just
trying
think it's
harder to
funny to
suppress
make it a
them.
big deal about getting spruced up clothes, considering
No.
their situation. It'd be a
You're
different
probably
scenario
right
if
about
it was
that.
like, hey, we need to get you
All of the other
armed and
Dads that aren't with the
armored,
Crimson Crows
right?
accept
Then I'd
the
be like,
Renin's
oh,
rule as
okay.
simply a fact of life.
But they're not talking
From the
about
day we're
let's
born.
get you armed
No,
and armored. They're like, let's
Probably
get you
even before
clothed.
that. It's been
Like,
drilled
okay.
into us that the only
Whatevs.
purpose our lives have is to help select the next sovereign.
If they don't like the status quo, then they should fight it. Otherwise, they're endorsing it either way.
All right, that's a little slip
I see
of
it differently, but that's
bad
just me.
writing.
Speaking of Renins, do all of them think about things the way you do?
I won't deny that among my fellow Renans, power and status are everything. However, that isn't what this is about for me.
Oh, they did increase his defense?
I
Good
have
to
something
know.
I need to do. And I'll do whatever it takes, and use whoever and whatever I need in order to get the job done. To hell with power.
Wait, no, that is power. That's power. You want power to do a thing. I.e., you will do whatever it takes to get that thing, or get that thing done. I.e., you need power to get that thing done. Also, the bad bit of writing I was talking about there was, we just found out in a conversation with Zephyr that they were harvesting astral energy for their crown wars. And then, I do hear that. I'm going to investigate it here in just a second. And aside from that, though, they talked about how everyone knows that, but I've been here for a year and I didn't know that. So does everyone really know that? Alright, where's that? He's up there, isn't he? Find your ass, you fucking owl fuck. You little owl bitch. But you gonna give me some bunny ears? I guarantee you he gives me bunny ears. Fuck yeah. Alright, so you can just look at the owl and see what the accessory is. Cool. Woohoo! Get your fucking owl
I'm
ass out of
surprised
here.
there are owls here, too.
Yeah, there are more of them around than I thought.
Alright, gotta go take a look at the owl ears. Or rabbit ears, rather. Alright, that's a hard pass. Seriously? They just... My god, y'all. He's got an iron helm. But no, just let me put bunny ears there. How much Zephyr's thought this whole operation out. He's the leader of our organization for a reason. I mean, I suppose. Takes care of that and that. I guess that leaves this right here. Hurry and treat it before it gets to bed. What? What? Really going to bet it all on Iron Mask and his Renin lady friend? I'm not sure I like our odds. If Zephyr says they're good, it must be true. We'll have to trust him. Nate's still talking to the others. You'll find him outside. Should go say hi to him. Not only new here, you don't remember much at all, right? Well, if you got any questions, lay them out and I'll see what I can tell you. Oh my goodness. What's your group goals? Ideally, we'd like to drive out the Renins, but as I'm sure you know, they've got us more than a little outgunned. For now, we're mostly waiting for a chance to strike as we sabotage what we can, gather intel, and help other slaves along the way. Although apparently our big chance is right around the corner if Zephyr and the rest are to be believed. How do Renins fight? The Bright Eyes wear those huge armored suits and fight using astral arts and sicking their Zoogles on people. You're dead meat if you try to take them head on, so we have to fight using greater numbers and by taking advantage of the terrain. Most of us aren't like Zephyr. We can't take them alone one-on-one like him, unfortunately. That's why we're so glad to have you two on board with us. We could use all the help we can get. What are you guys doing in Ulzebek? Ulzebek is one of the enclaves where Danon slaves live. It's mostly responsible for producing food. Bright Eyes don't have any outposts here and hardly come through on patrol, which is what made us decide to set up shop here. In exchange for agreeing to keep quiet about our whole presence, we give out supplies to the residents and help with them what their needs. Also doesn't hurt that nobody's a fan of the Bright Eyes either, though. What can you tell me about the Renans? The big planet in the sky is their homeworld, Rena, while the smaller object is Linagris, their stronghold and where the Bright Eyes come from. Oh, and about that name, we call them Bright Eyes because their eyes light up whenever they use their astral arts. Okay, gotcha. Pretty simple, right? Likewise, they love to call us embeddeds, since we're all embedded with the spirit core as soon as we're born. But when someone joins the Crimson Crows, they dig theirs out. It's our way of showing we're not slaves to anybody any longer. The big shot Renan's in charge, the Lords, they wear different outfits from the rest. They're made of weird fabric and stick out like a sore thumb. Anything else you want to talk about? What are Zoogles? Zoogles are the monsters you often see tagging along with Bright Eyes. I couldn't tell you how many different kinds there are, but I do know they're all nasty and real dangerous. There are also feral ones you'll find wandering around outside. Most of those escape from their keepers. We call those strays. What are astral arts? What the Bright Eyes refer to as the powers that they use. They're basically like a kind of magic. Ganons can't use astral arts for themselves, which makes Renans as much of a pain to deal with as their Zoogle pets. Hey. Interesting. Other members and I are going to devise our plan of attack. Let them know what I intend to make you guys the centerpiece of the whole operation. Place is our hideout. Worst comes to worst, we got plenty of escape routes ready in case we need to bolt from here too. Okay. Did this just reset talking points to everybody? It did not. Is it gonna tell me who it reset talking points to? It will not. Can I leave? I can. I can just walk the fuck out. I want to fight something.
No choice. Swallow blade. Slash. Hut, hut. Take this. You're finished. Swallow blade. You're finished. Rising wyvern.
That break is pretty short of a time frame.
Rising wyvern. No escape.
Go! I'm only getting started.
Take this.
Here, let me help.
No escape. Rising wyvern.
Oh.
Looks like it could be worth something. Let's dispose of the trash. You're mine.
Damn it. Slash. Hut.
There, go. I'm only
blade.
getting started.
Hut. Rising wyvern. No escape.
There.
Mirage.
Again.
It's over.
Mega ray.
Take this. Try harder.
Here I go. I'm only getting
Swallow
started.
blade. You're mine. You're finished.
Here I go. You're here. Let me help.
Take this.
Well,
Rising
we're on the
wyvern.
home stretch now.
Don't take your eyes off the prize.
I'm quite aware without you reminding me. Here's a healing art. First aid.
Slash. Here I come. Rising wyvern. It's over. We did it.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking, more pummeling.
Cut them apart to your heart's content.
Swallow blade. You're mine. Take this.
One more.
Mirage. You're finished.
Take it. You're mine.
Swallow blade.
Mega ray.
Strike.
I got a little sketch.
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right
There for a
behind you,
second.
Shion.
But we brought it back. Alright. Try to get a level on these
Opponent
guys.
like this should be easy.
Go.
You're mine.
I'm only getting
Slash! Take this!
One more.
Mirage! Slash! Here I come! You're finished! Take this! It's over! Swallow blade! I'm not done! Rising wyvern! No escape!
Mega ray.
Slash!
Here I go.
Ran him right into her.
I'm only getting started.
Rising wyvern!
Whoops.
Great!
I think we're getting pretty close to a level. How are our arts doing? 56. I'm interested to see what happens when they tear up. My Odie boy. My Odie boy. My Odie boy. He's stretching so much.
Gotta break through! Slash!
It's over.
Swallow blade!
Let me help.
Take
First
it!
aid.
Here I come!
Mega ray.
Rising wyvern! Strike! Mirage! Strike!
Sighted. It's over.
Swallow blade! Here I come! Rising wyvern!
Mega ray.
I'm not done! Mirage! You're mine! It's over! Try harder!
Go. I'm only
Here I
getting
come.
started.
Here I come! Rising wyvern! Strike!
There. Help this.
Strike!
Mega ray.
Oh,
This could be useful.
the battle system feels really smooth and fun right now, honestly.
I won't
I'm
forgive
interested
you.
to get more options.
Swallow blade!
One more. Mega ray.
Slash! Take this!
Help this.
Slash! Rising wyvern! You're finished! Mirage!
Sighted. It's over.
Take this!
Here's a healing arm.
Take this!
First
It's
aid.
over! Mirage!
Sighted. I'm only getting
Here I
started.
come! You're finished! Swallow blade! You're mine!
I'm only
Rising
getting
wyvern!
started.
Swallow blade!
One more.
Strike!
Mega
Rising
ray.
wyvern! Mirage!
Very cool.
I won't rest until I'm the best I can be.
Hey.
Still striving to be on par with the Lord?
You simply can't be too strong when battle is a part of your everyday.
Now, how much damage do we do to the big one? Oh, hey, this thing, the mushrooms. Nice. Let's check.
I'd steer clear of that Zoogle.
We've got it, I believe.
Brace
Here's a
yourself!
healing
This
arm.
one's tough!
First aid.
Oh, well,
I'm only
You know,
getting started. As if the
it's
normal
fine.
creepy
It's
crawlies
fine.
aren't disgusting enough. This can't be happening.
look, it's all okay. It's all okay. Oh my God. All right. So, I think that is going to be the end of this episode. If you're watching on Twitch, stick around. We're going to keep playing. If you're watching on YouTube, hope you enjoyed, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye, everybody. Hey, everybody. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, consider leaving a like, commenting, or subscribing. It really helps me out. If you'd like to see me live, head over to my Twitch at twitch.tv/thedistanthorizon.